I'm going to hope this is working. I'm going to try and check on my computer here. Turn my volume all the way down. Okay. All right, it's working. Yay! I could be a little closer, but we're gonna work with what we've got here. I'm pretty impressed that I've managed this. I don't know why I struggle with this so much. Anyways, I've been running around here like crazy because I scheduled this a couple hours ago, and then I got busy doing other things, and one thing led to another, and suddenly I realized I had 6 minutes before this live, and I wasn't even a little bit organized. I was busy making a short. Okay, so if anybody's out there, please let me know. Anyhow, what I'm here to discuss today is um, the problem I'm having with the warp. So the double weave, double wide, king size blankets I'm making, I've come into a problem. I was slaying my reed yesterday. I had a couple problems. I don't know if you've been following my shorts called Weaving Nightmare Chronicles, but there'll be one about that. So I slayed my reed partway, had a problem, fixed it, continued on. Then I came, if you were following along before, you'll know I was complaining about the knots, all the knots in the warp. Some of the knots I had pulled through and just left a little tiny bit. Hi, Michelle. I just left a little, the knot was really close to the end because I knew it would be in the knot, so it wouldn't matter. So I pulled those knots. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting off topic here. So I was slaying the reed and I got to one of those little knots. And when I pulled it through the reed, it didn't actually come through the reed. So I thought I'll just pull a little harder. It would not go through the reed. I can't use that reed because I know I have knots. So if I know I have about 8 knots in that warp and they will not come through the reed. Therefore, I cannot use that reed. So I need a new reed. Not a problem. I'll just switch it out. Well, the problem is I don't have any appropriate sized reeds to fit. The warp is 48 inches wide, so my reed has to be at least 48 inches. I have reeds that would work that are 45 inches, but that's 3 inches too short. So I reached out to a friend, Anne, and asked her if I knew she had some longer reeds. So I asked her, because we had looked at her reeds just last week, asked her if she had one she could loan me. Sure, she says she has a 60-inch. Perfect. But I thought I better double check that a 60-inch will fit on my loom. It won't. I can't fit anything longer than 55 inches on my loom. So I looked at my, excuse me one moment. Brendan, I'm just doing a live. Okay, so I looked at my, I'm sorry, I got distracted with my son. He, so the problem with the reeds is the 60 inches too long, the 45 inches too short. I thought I'll just order one from Leclerc. They're really close by. They ship them quickly. They make 45s and they make 60s, but they don't make anything in between. So I thought I'll just borrow one from my guild. I looked at my guild's list. They don't carry, they don't have anything that size. I put an SOS out to my weaving guild members, asking them for help. And the only response I got was from one person who said she was actually at the guild when she got my email. And she said they didn't have anything there appropriate, nor did she. So I, I guess I think my options have come down to either I buy a secondhand reed that's, if I could find one the right size, that would be perfect. Or I could find a 60-inch and cut it down. Obviously, I'm not going to do that with one I'm borrowing from a friend, but if I could buy a secondhand one, I would cut it down. The other thing is I called AVL. Actually, I didn't call them. I'm sorry. I emailed them. First, I looked on their website. Of course, they do make the appropriate size. That's, I have reeds from them that the one I was currently using that's not working out for me. I actually have 2 reeds from them, a 10 and a 12. Neither one are going to work. But on their website, they say it's 5 to 6 week waiting time for them to produce a reed. So that's not exactly what I want to do. Anyways, I sent an email out to the owner of AVL. I have a really good relationship with them, and I haven't heard back yet. And they're in California, so they're 3 hours different from me. So maybe I'll hear back from them today. I don't know. I mean, they're busy, so what size do I need? Okay, I need a 40, ideally, perfectly would be a 48-inch, and it would be, in a perfect world, it would be an 8 dent reed, but I could manage with a 4, a 5, a 6, or an 8. Those are the ones I could manage with. And I could manage with anything. I don't know if they even ever make this size, but anything over 45 but less than 55. That's really the 50, beyond 55 it will not fit in to the space I have. So I'm waiting to hear back from AVL. I don't know. Oh, I posted in one of my weaving groups, and I can get a custom made reed made in the United States from a place I can't remember the name offhand. I'm sorry, but you can look tonight and get home. You might have an 8 dent. That would be amazing. I'm feeling like I don't know how to proceed. I was scouring Kijiji and Facebook Marketplace last night looking for reeds that, even a long reed I could cut, like I said. It doesn't have to fit perfectly. I can't believe I don't have a longer one I could cut, but I guess I must have gotten rid of, I had a 60-inch loom for a while. I probably I probably sold the reeds with the loom, which makes sense. It's normally what one would do. Anyways, I don't know. I'm at a loss here. I think I have enough content to continue the series on Sunday. Like I should have enough for one video to put out on Sunday about this project. But beyond that, no. So, okay, so then somebody else brought up the idea that maybe I could figure out a way to um, resolve the knot issue, maybe figure out a way to make a smaller knot. Or I was thinking if I can figure out how I'm going to do the knot repair, like maybe I could use maybe I could attach a thinner thread when I see a knot coming. I have to really think this through. I'm just concerned with it being double weave, that I'm just scared with it being double weave and a king size, like it's going to be huge. And if it's on the bottom layer, which I have no idea where those knots are going to be, if they're on the bottom layer, it could pose a problem for me. I think. I don't know. I'm going to sort through it and figure it out. What I like to do is I put myself, this sounds crazy, but I imagine myself as the thread, and I picture the thread and how it needs to work with the other threads. And I have to actually, usually it's like when I'm in bed, like late at night, early in the morning, usually the middle of the night, I wake up and I have ideas. Gotta run. Okay, thanks for stopping in, Michelle. Thank you. I look forward to you messaging me. Okay, so I don't know. This is where I'm at. If anybody's watching this and has any ideas, please leave comments. I'm hope maybe Michelle will have a read. I'm not feeling super hopeful, but or if anybody is out there and has a 60 dent, I just know for a fact there's definitely 60-inch reeds sitting around, probably within half an hour of my house here, that's just sitting rusting in someone's basement or who knows what. I just know they're out there, but it's finding them, that's going to be the tricky part. I was hoping by emailing my guild I might have some results, but we'll see. Maybe what I'll do is ask if anybody's willing to sell one. Anyhow, that's where I'm at today. And I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but I'm still feeling a little under the weather. I've been trying to work through it a little bit. I had to take a few days off because I was really quite bleh. No, I don't think it's COVID actually. I didn't test, but I think it's just a cold. My whole family seems to have colds. And my partner, my son, they both just recently had COVID. So I don't think it's COVID. When I say recently, I mean like September. So I guess that's where I'm at. And thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to my problems. If you have any ideas or solutions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. I would be happy to see them. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.